It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Happens to be a holiday weekend here in Ontario. Hey, my parents moved here. What can I say? And the Ontario Provincial Police is conducting a massive safety blitz this weekend. And of course, the only tool they have is a radar gun. So the only people they're catching are speeders. Now, they know the public got a bit of a problem with just focusing on speeders, so they love to talk about the other guys they catch, the little anecdotes that they love to talk about on the radio. My favorite, well, he was a guy who was tailgating a marked cruiser, flashing his high beams. The cruiser pulls over, the guy rockets off into the middle distance. Cop pulls him over. His excuse? He had to get to court on time for his case, otherwise his temporary license suspension was going to become permanent. Well, I got one word for you, buddy. Taxi. How about the young kid that was going 180 kilometers an hour? Police pulled him over and his excuse was, well, the law says I have to keep the passing lane open for faster traffic. And one word for you, buddy. Taxi. Now, the problem with these fishing holes, even the police call them that, is it's like the Pacific Coast fishermen. When they're scooping for tuna, they catch as many dolphins as they do tuna. Most of the people they're catching, they're not necessarily bad drivers, they're just normal people trying to get home from the cottage. But if you get caught for, let's say, 125K, that really is only 5K over the real speed limit. Even the policeman will tell you that. But you get charged for 25 over. That's points and money. Now, if you're 25 over a 40K zone in a school zone, for example, that's serious, but it's the same fine as 25 over on a freeway. That doesn't make any sense. Another thing that bugs me about this blitz, you see these pixel board signs over the highways? I'm sure every province has some of them. They talk about wear your seatbelt. They talk about watch out for motorcyclists and don't drive drunk, don't use your cell phone. What's the only thing they really have to tell you? Move over, drive right, right lane only. You in the blue temple, that means you. And what's the only thing they don't talk about? Driving right. Even the statistics the OPP comes out with on this blitz, they talk about the number of speeders, the number of drunks, the number of seat belts, the number of unsafe cars. How many people did they pull over for driving in the left lane? None. Zero. It's the only thing you have to do to be safe on a highway. It's the only thing they don't charge you for. Now, I know I've gone on and on about the gym-only lane, driving the right lane only, but I got to keep doing it until somebody does something about it. Now, I have to confess. It really should be called the Jeff-only lane, because I stole that line from a friend of mine named Jeff, okay? Now, he just told me a few minutes ago his dad was driving in the Jeff-only lane. They had about $1.25. The only car on the road was at night. Policeman pulled him over and said, you know, if you're going to be going that fast, we wouldn't have pulled you over, except you should be a couple of lanes over. So even the cops don't get it. Oh, by the way, that safety blitz, it's over at 10 o'clock tonight. So boys, in a couple of hours, stand on it. I'm Jim Kenzie.